You were the mole.
Kara's games was going on.
Okay,
Nothing had stopped it.
you see this.
All I did was speed things along and make some money out of it. It was the smart thing to do.
Well, let's talk about the best day of your life.
But then your father found out.
I've gotten some more things from my pineal gland today, and I'm going to share with you. A lot of us are feeling really down. You're feeling not up to snuff. Like you're not feeling 110%. Well, we should feel 110%. We should feel motivated. We should feel on fire. So I'm getting ready to tell you how to get yourself on fire. And we have to work with the body first. So, okay, I'm like today, I'm just leisurely taking my time. I'm enjoying myself. I'm answering texts, taking phone calls. Actually, I enjoy being busy, helping other people. So let's make this clear. I'm here for you. Okay. 64 years old. Um, I finally got to the point where I can retire. You know, once you get to that point, then you find out how you can be help to others. You should be anyway. You should come to that point. And I had someone call me, and I've always tried my best to keep encouraging them. And I just take people for randomly, and I do what I see to do, either to help them or encourage them. That could be even financially, whatever it is. We must practice using our pineal gland because, see, these two eyes can't see what's going on out there, but my pineal gland can. I can see anywhere in the world what's needed, and you should be able to also. It's harder to operate at home. People, I don't know, it's just one of those things. But I can tell you, I can start a business. I can get people where they walk out of sickness. And when I say walk out of sickness, because I understand what sickness is, it's dis-ease. You're not at ease. You're not feeling well. You're not feeling your 110%. So I use my eye. I call my first eye my pineal gland to get me to wherever I need to go. There's no distance in the pineal gland. It's so simple. It's not a spooky thing. It's just a part that we hadn't been using. Just like using your sense of smell or your sense of taste. How do you make your sense of taste better? Get the tasting. Okay. So you'll know the good and the bad and the ugly. So the same thing with your pineal gland. There's one thing that I start teaching myself with my pineal gland uh, is go do something silly and see it's or gosh, how do you say it? Go do something that if someone saw you doing it, they would feel you have lost it. So I've gone there a lot of times, and what they used to call me Crazy Dan. All right, I love it. But see, I still carry a reputation with me and I still have eyes on me. Okay. I have questionable eyes on me. I have people that really enjoy me saying something, because they've been thinking the same thing. And I'm not afraid to say what I have to say. I'm not afraid. I don't even bother with if I should or shouldn't do something because how can we be led by the Spirit and we make the decision? You can't do that. Okay? You cannot be led of the Spirit and calling the shots. If the Spirit prompts you, there should be no resistance. There should be no questions. There should be hurry up and I got it done. See, this is where we have a problem with belief. You look at, there's several things that I just found out that I don't need. And some of you might have heard me say it. And some of you say, blasphemy, blasphemy. I'm blaspheming who? Blaspheming the Holy Ghost? When the Holy Ghost is talking through me? You got to be kidding me. So, and you might have heard me say, I don't believe in prayer. Why don't I believe in prayer when all my spiritual walk, I've believed in prayer. I've seen it work. But see, the prayer is not you. And I've seen somebody else doing something when I was told by the Holy Spirit for me to do it. But I'm praising somebody else. Won't he do it? No, you don't give the you don't give that kind of information out and expect it to be appreciated. You go. If it's a thing that you must do, go. I heard him say, lay hands. I heard him say, stretch out. I heard all these things, these I guess pronouns, whatever, but it's you that has to do it. Lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. You don't pray that they recover. That's like you standing back in the background in the, hey, I'm praying for you. What? Who are you praying for? You hadn't laid hands on me. Even when the person came to say, hey, pray for my daughter. I see that this is one of the things that happened to me personally. They came to me. I was assistant chaplain at this time. I guess I'll never end up not being an assistant chaplain because I am an assistant chaplain, even though I don't practice it. But if I had to, I'm right there again. So they said, look, my daughter is definitely ill. And I'm here in prison. And I don't know what to do. I said, okay, stand there. Bam. I laid hands on him. I said, and see what I did. I used him as the contact to his daughter. And he came back the next day and said, man, it didn't work. See, it doesn't matter what he said. When we say this is negative, it wasn't for him to be positive. It was for me to be positive. And I had to know what was going to happen. I didn't have to have faith because don't work with my faith. I might not be feeling it. Okay. But I know what was supposed to be done from here. And there was no evidence of anything ever happened. So I took it as okay. So, let's do it again. Bam. Just do it again. And eventually that car will start. Jump it off. Let's get past all this frequency that we've been hearing in our life. Let's go into the new age, as they call. The new age is being able to use your first eye. I call it the first eye because this is where you can see without light. Can you not see without light? It's a thought. You can see. You could be laying in the dark and thought about something. Oh, I better go get up and do this. This is not from these eyes. You're in the bed in the dark you're not looking with these eyes. You're not hearing with these ears. You know, the pineal gland is more than just an eye. It's an ear. Okay. Also, I'm not going into the smell and taste right now because I have no idea about that. But I know the two most important things is I can see and I can hear. And there's no distance and there's no time. Remember, there's no distance and there's no time. And this is not a doctrine. This is my pineal gland pineal. If y'all heard me say pineal, just overlook that. Don't think that I'm crazy. It just pineal gland. I'm still a babe in what I've learned. And I don't feel bad about it. If I poop, it's going to be cleaned up. But don't be afraid to take what you hear as the truth. Even nobody told you about it, you hadn't read about it. Just do and read from here. Some of you have been wanting to. I'm gonna go right to the chase here, because some of you know that I'm right, but you won't be popular with other people. I've been in the ministry. Okay, I didn't want to be there, but I ended up there since 1982. Okay, and I became a deacon at a church, but I wasn't an ordinary deacon. I was a deacon with this. All right. I became a what's it called, servant. That's just serving people, whatever has to happen. But I was a servant. I was an peculiar servant because I had this. What? These are the difference. You can be a pastor and not having this, or understanding this, or be activated through this. This is called calcification. So we have to now uncalcify ourselves. Yes, they describe what this is. The last thing I heard, it was about the size of a kernel of corn. And it also has a specific shape that is connected to something else, and they're connected to something else. And we're still going more and more into the unknown. We are more unknown than we are known. And we have been afraid by influence to be who we are. Because see, I am that I am. You can tell Moses that I am that I am. And see, right off the bat, some people, and I know you're listening to me, say, who did he think he is? Wow, here they come with another religion. No, none of that. I'm the one to be waving bye-bye. And you're going to watch my ship fly. It's, aliens. What is an alien? That, you're probably an alien. What are you doing here on Earth? What are you doing here in the United States? Or what are you doing here in Africa? What are you doing? Who are you? What is your I am? I know my I am. I know what I'm doing. Anywhere I go, I'm an alien, but I'm happy because I can detach anytime I want to. I don't have to be conformed to the religions and the politics and everything else, and all this rules and regulation. You need to get there. This is a good day for you. Now, let me show you one of the good things about healing. It ain't so much you could see healing before it happens, and you must see healing before it happens. And it's not because of a prayer. It's information. Now, I'm going to tell you why I have a track record of healing that follows me. Because I hear with this, I just found out what this was that I was following, my third eye, or now I claimed it as my first eye. This is a privilege for me. So, several times, oh, and finishing the one with the prisoner that came to me for prayer for his daughter. I laid hands on him again, and he came back the next day and said, wow, it's done. I can even stir up your spiritual gifts. And then I guess that's what's happening now. I'm here to stir up your spiritual gifts. Come on now. And your natural gifts. Your natural gifts. I'm here to stir them up. I tell you, boy, I had a casserole today that was created in my house. I didn't do it. My wife created a casserole, and it stood by itself. You know, a lot of times you eat something, you got this and you got that, and say, well, now I need this, and I need some bread. Scoop me that casserole out there. I couldn't see anything I needed. I couldn't even justify putting pepper on it. Come on, that's me. Your creations comes from inside. I never tasted anything like that before in my life. So when I got through, we got me another scoop. But these are the things that we desire. When you deal with your pineal gland, or just understanding who you are, I am, therefore I deserve, or it's even more than deserve. I am, and this is how it happens. If I'm a cook, then therefore I expect. If I'm a mechanic, then I expect. I don't have to pray for results because I created the results. So you slow down if you try to do everything, praying it here. I am one of the chief prayers, okay? And I am not against getting things done. Let's get it done. That's the whole thing. I know you need that. And you would dare say it yourself, and you know it. You know it. And especially you pastors, I have to hit the pastors. Why? Because we're supposed to be doing the works. We're not supposed to get our own little click. When you start hearing a click sound, click, 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 you need to do something. You need to go somewhere else, or quit clicking that you got people clicking with you. You need to go and do the work. All right, pastors, you should be able to look to the left, look to the right, and command something to happen. Not pray or not pass the plate. It'll show up. I guarantee you. And we put too much money towards results. Money is not the results of that you should be looking for. You should start seeing things happen just because you walk through. Not that you believe, that you are. It's just like an ambassador. An ambassador always expect the modern day ambassador. He don't have to call Uber to get where he's going. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to go and have a tailor to call a tailor to fix him something so he can wear it. You're supplied that. That's yours. your tailor will follow you down and say, hey, look, you need to come on so I can size you up. You don't go and try to find a place to live. That's already yours. You got this whole wing over here. These things are already yours. Well, you need to go over into Egypt or wherever. Well, let me see if I can schedule a plane. No, you just get up. It's already done. Your jet is out there. We got your words ready for you. We got everything. Your ambassador. When you step out, you might even see some red carpet. Come on. Realize who you are. If it's nothing but being an ambassador for, okay, you can put your own words in there, because that's another problem. Everybody's trying to identify, but I know that the one that counts, I am the ambassador for that entity. So the final thing I wanted to get out to you guys, and you have to realize that you are connected to the earth. There are all kinds of ways that we have been taken away from the earth or the real atmosphere. When you go out and you step onto the ground, you had just become the ground. When you go out and you sit in the sun and bask in it, you have become the sun. You're being recharged from the earth. You need to take those shoes off, and you need to get some dirt in between your toes, or some grass, or some sand. The benefits is getting rid of with the dirt, getting rid of what you call it. There's a word for it. It just escaped me for a second, but you're getting rid of the positive ions that stores in your body. See, we're storage. We absorb everything we absorb from the earth, we absorb from the sun, we absorb from the air. But think about it. We live in these homes, real nice homes, but you're surrounded with everything dead. The walls are dead, the ceiling is dead, the tile on the floor is dead. It's not connected to the earth. So there you are, suspended, and you're away from the earth. When you close all the windows and you get the UV thing that screens out all the UV rays that come through, you're separated. You're in a cocoon. You're in a bubble. You can imagine how separated you are from life. You're so separated. So then we think it's something crazy when we end up with cancer, but we got this nice $1 million home and all these cars. We got a garage full of cars from one end to the other. But there's no fresh air. There's no fresh light. There's no negative ions. So we put ourselves in a prison by not even understanding how this works. Because see, if you understood how this works, say, wow, this is a nice house, but I need to go to the woods. I like all these cars, but you know what? It's a problem. You got all these chemicals coming off your car. Okay. You got all these chemicals coming off your car. You got petrol, oil. You got the fabric with the formaldehyde. You name it. You got brake fluid. You got all this stuff. But man, it is pretty in here. I got 200 cars. You better go write your will. Because think about it. You are not in touch with your pineal gland, or the earth, nor the air, nor the sun. So the good news is, whenever you get a chance, pull one of them cars out into the sun. Let the long rays come in through the windshield, and they sit in there with you. It also brings the near infrared waves into you and into your body. It even goes past your skin. It goes into the tissue. Some of these diseases will leave just because of that. So if you want to get healed, go get in your car. Get in the sun. Follow me? So I'm bringing everything back to simplicity. If you got any disease, get in the sun, get into the natural ways that was already sent here for us. The sun was sent here for us. So this is your good day. So you have a nice one.